Vale, lo habíamos dejado aquí en la conversación. Tenemos que hablar con Hastings.
Hastings, today is the 30th.
No time to lose. We must prepare our suitcases for Churston.
Mon Dieu, it is already 10 o'clock. I will call Scotland Yard immediately.
Bien, pues vamos a llamar a Scotland Yard, aunque perdí. Tenemos que mirar primero esto, si nos deja.
In his haste, Hastings tore the envelope.
Vale, aquí no se puede hacer nada. Aquí tampoco. Y esta es la carta que nos han mandado, ¿no? Vale. Tenemos que llamar a Scotland Yard. Así que vamos a venir rápido por aquí. Aunque antes vamos a mirar los periódicos.
Daily Flicker, July 30, 1935. ABC affair, no progress. The alphabet murderer is still on the run. Ever since the police found the connection between the Bexhill and Andover affairs, the inquiry has barely progressed. In this issue, we are publishing provocative letters sent by the killer to Hercule Poirot. Unfortunately, they have not yet helped to find him.
Y tenemos
Daily
otro
Flicker,
más.
July the 26th, 1935. The Bexhill Horror. Young maid strangled on the beach. Killer struck at midnight.
Bien, pues ahora sí, vamos a llamar a Scotland Yard.
Hello, chap. We received a new letter from ABC in the 10 o'clock post.
Where and when?
In Churston. Today.
Today? I'll inform the population immediately.
I'll check the train times. Call me back.
Bien, si nos sentamos aquí, ganamos un trofeo. Y luego
It
aquí
is not a good time.
podríamos mirar las cartas, pero dice que no, que es lo que tenemos que hacer entonces. Porque entonces me dice
It
que
is
no.
not a good time. It is not a good time.
Que ahora no es el momento. Pero aquí dice comprobar la nueva carta con las otras cartas de ABC.
Pour Mr. Poirot.
Pero ¿por qué no me deja?
It is not a good time.
¿Qué es lo que me he saltado? ¿O dónde tengo que comprobarla? A ver si es que no es aquí. Vale, tenemos que hablar con Hastings primero. Eso es lo que pasa.
Hastings, what you are doing is an absolute disaster. That is no way to pack suitcases.
Heavens, we must hurry. We have to get to Churston before the murder.
Hastings' order and method are always necessary, regardless of the circumstances.
Okay. I'll let you pack them.
All the same, it really is a disgrace to leave your belongings in such a mess.
Vale, tenemos que observar. Y esas son las 5 cosas que tenemos que
Voilà.
observar.
It only took a minute.
Poirot, you were right. I've just consulted the ABC guide. There's no hurry. The next train doesn't leave till 11:45.
You see, there is no need to hurry. We will not be in Churston until tomorrow morning, after the murder.
But why has the murderer warned us so late? It's not what he usually does. Did he do it on purpose?
Very good question, Hastings. We should also compare the letter we have just received with the other two. Although I have very little doubt about what we will find.
Bien, pues ahora sí tenemos que comprobar las cartas. Vamos a echar un vistazo por aquí ya que estamos.
We've missed the 6:45 train, but we have plenty of time to catch the night train. Hastings' photo album. He is very proud of his bag.
Bien, pues vamos a comprobar las cartas. Que ahora sí nos debería dejar.
Right, let us compare this new letter with the second one.
Ya sabéis, esto es lo mismo de
Let us
siempre.
examine this more closely.
Buscar los errores de la máquina.
Certain characters in the two letters. Yes,
Y compararlo con la otra carta.
right. That's right. The egg. I have to find some. The double.
Por eso me salto las conversaciones
Let's
porque
compare.
ya sabemos lo que dice. Siempre
Of
dice lo mismo,
course.
así que...
I have to find.
¿Y cuál me queda? La I.
Yes, this. Right. Let us come. Yes, the I can. My theory was right. These two letters were written with the same typewriter. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
¿Por qué nos avisa tan tarde el asesino? Pues para que no lo pillemos. La carta C fue enviada en la fecha correcta. Trozo de sobre con la dirección incorrecta.
The letter should have arrived in time. The postmark shows that it was sent 3 days ago. However, our man made a mistake in the address, which explains the delay. All the same, the post office took their time correcting the error.
Come on, Poirot. Your address is not quite as well known as that of Scotland Yard. Poirot, the telephone. It
Vale.
must be Jap.
Tenemos que contestar el teléfono. Primero nos vamos a mirar en el espejo. Yo creo que nos dará punto de ego otra vez. Y si no, pues... Vale, sí, nos los da. Venga, pues vamos por teléfono. Vamos a hablar con Jap.
I have some news from Churchton. Bad news, I'm afraid. Sir Carmichael Clark was murdered while out on his evening walk.
Sir Carmichael Clark. The name is familiar to me.
He was a famous throat specialist, one of the best in London. A wealthy man, he retired to Combside, a beautiful house by the sea. He collected antiques.
Are you going there?
Yes, let's meet on the train. The victim is called Sir Carmichael Clark, one of the best throat specialists in London. The body was still warm when we found it. If we'd been warned earlier, we definitely could have saved him.
It appears that the murderer made a mistake when he wrote his letter.
A mistake? Lucky for him.
And what if he did it on purpose?
No. He's defined his madcap rules and he's sticking to them. It's a matter of pride for him. Shall we go up to the house, Poirot?
You go, my friends. I will come soon.
Bien, pues nos toca examinar el escenario del crimen, pero vamos a ir examinando todo paso
The
a
body
paso.
is just in front of a bush. One of the only bushes in the surrounding area. The body is just in front of a bush.
Vale, pues por ahora no podemos hacer nada más. Aquí.
This place is very calming. The site is exceptional. It is easy to imagine that Sir Carmichael used to enjoy stopping here every evening.
Bien, esto es todo lo mismo. De aquí no hay nada. Vale, vamos a examinar esto.
Jap has emptied the victim's pockets and has laid out their contents on this piece of wax cloth. A signet ring, very probably with the Clark family's coat of arms.
1587 tiene ahí. Vale, está aquí apuntado. Luego tenemos por aquí una cartera.
Nothing appears to be missing from this wallet.
Vale, el reloj.
An Oriental dragon. It's an old piece, much older than the pocket watch on which it was fastened.
Y por último, el llavero.
It is pointless.
Vale, ahora sí, vamos a examinar el cuerpo.
Sir Carmichael's throat was cut. It's a clean incision, a professional murder.
La guía.
An ABC guide. The murderer's customary signature, covered in blood this time. Apart from the wound to the throat, the body is untouched. No cuts, no bruises.
Y me falta la sangre.
The gravel on the path has been sprayed with blood that covers a conical-shaped area, which starts at the body and becomes wider as it moves further from the bush.
Bien, ahora de aquí se debería, no sé si ahora o más tarde, nos debería dejar.
The body is just in front of a bush.
Esto es lo del arbusto. Vale, pues entonces por ahora no nos dejará. Pues tendremos que mirar que esto está pisado. Pero por ahora solo me dice lo del arbusto. Bien, pues supongo que tendremos que ir a hablar con Jap, ¿no? Examinar la escena del crimen. O sea que todavía no hemos terminado. ¿Qué me falta? Por aquí nada más. Esto está. Solamente me queda examinar esto, pero no sé por qué.
The vegetation behind the bush has been trampled. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Vale, aquí anda dicho que están las flores pisoteadas, ¿vale? ¿En qué postura se encontraba Sir Carmichael cuando fue asesinado? Pues dirección opuesta al arbusto. Delante de un arbusto. Y supongo que la otra tiene que ser la de la herida de bordes limpios. Vale.
Sir Carmichael had his back to the bush when the killer cut the throat from behind. A fatal blow that sprayed blood over a range of more than 1 meter. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Sir Carmichael vio a su asesino, pues si estaba de espalda, no creo. Vale.
Have you finished, Poirot?
Chief Inspector, many questions remain unanswered, but I am certain of one thing. The killer has prepared his crime very carefully.
Quite right. He must have known Sir Carmichael's movements well to plan such an attack.
The murderer struck with terrible savagery.
Yes, blood flowed. It's the first time he's attacked a man. He armed himself accordingly.
Have you spoken to the victim's family, Chief Inspector?
I've spoken to the brother, Franklin Clark. I didn't get much out of him. He's yours. I must get the body removed.
Bien, pues tenemos que hablar con Franklin Clark. Vale, así que venga, vamos a ir por aquí. A ver qué nos cuenta este.
To be honest, this inspector seems rather obtuse. I'm counting on your friend Poirot to catch my brother's murderer. Ah, here he is now. Please, Mr. Poirot. Mr. Poirot, this is my brother's secretary, Miss Thora Gray.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Poirot. Would you like some tea?
No, thank you, mademoiselle. I find it hard to digest.
Vale, aquí tenemos que observar a Thora Gray.
There is something elegant about her. She has good taste, except perhaps in her choice of jewelry.
Please excuse me, I have to take care of Lady Clark.
Y de aquí tenemos que...
Hastings does not like very hot tea.
examinar a
It is a
Frank.
once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to question him.
Vale, pues entonces...
My brother's wife is gravely ill. You will probably want to question her, but I fear that it won't be possible today.
Of course, I understand. Someone set a trap for your brother. Who was familiar with his habits?
Everybody knew he took his evening walk at 8:30, and that he always followed the same path.
And did people of the village know Sir Carmichael's habits?
I don't know. It's possible.
What were you doing last night?
After dinner, I went to my bedroom. At 11 in the evening, the telephone rang. It was the police. I went to look for my brother.
Was it a dark night?
It was a new moon. I took a lantern.
So it was you who found the body.
Yes, along with the gardener.
Have you seen any strangers around the house recently?
No. As far as I know, nobody has been near the house.
Miss Clark.
Oh, Lady Clark must have fallen from her chair. I have to help Miss Gray get her up.
Hastings, while our host is gone, let's examine the drawing room.
But, Poirot, a gentleman shouldn't...
I take full responsibility. All you have to do is to leave the drawing room door ajar and let me know if anyone is coming.
Perdón. Bien, pues vamos a examinar el salón. Vale, aquí tenemos una mesa con unos símbolos.
A tiger. A crane?
Una grulla.
A dragon.
Un dragón.
A turtle.
Una tortuga. Y luego tenemos la tetera.
Dragon, dragon, dragon. Sir Carmichael showed himself to be very consistent in his collection's theme.
El centro de la mesa.
It is an emperor. His place at the center of the table is probably symbolic.
Y por último, el libro.
Comside's private collection, purchases since 1920. The catalogue for Sir Carmichael Clark's collection.
Bien, los símbolos estos nos servirán más adelante, ¿vale? Vamos a mirar la estantería esta de aquí y vamos a ver una brújula. Sí, me dejan girar la...
Compass, point to the south. Bronze and magnetite, Han Dynasty, circa 210 BC, purchased in Hong Kong 1935.
De aquí nada más. De por aquí creo que no había nada más para salir. Aquí había un dragón que no me dejan todavía. Bueno, espérate, porque si no nos acercamos... Vale, al acercarnos sí nos dejan, ¿vale? El dragón hay que
Sir
mirarlo.
Carmichael's collection could rival that of a major museum.
La mesilla esta también.
It's locked.
Está cerrada con llave, vale. Y luego la estantería esta también hay que mirarla. Y aquí nos encontramos un puzzle, ¿vale? Que si os fijáis bien...
Turtle, the dragon, the crane and the tiger. I think I've already seen this motif somewhere.
Es como en la mesa, ¿vale? Son los mismos animales que hay en la mesa. Y este es el centro. Si os fijáis en el centro, ya sabréis en qué situación va cada animal. Entonces en este caso es el dragón. Espérate, esto se giraba... No, esto se giraba así, vale. El dragón, la grulla, la tortuga y el tigre. Y todos van con el punto hacia el centro. Aquí. Ahí. Y ahora los colores tienen que ir cada uno con el... O sea, si nos fijamos, abajo este mueve los dos de arriba y este mueve los dos de abajo, ¿vale? Pues tenemos que... ¿ves? Este está azul y azul. Este tendremos que poner negro y negro. Así. Todos los colores que concuerden, ¿vale? En este caso... tenemos negro y negro. ¿Vale? Y aquí azul y azul. Rojo. Entonces... No. Azul. Está ahí. Rojo. Sí. Ahora. Debería funcionar. No está bien, entonces... Yo recuerdo que el rojo estaba aquí. Ah, el negro era abajo. Debe ser así entonces. Este no está bien. Ah, ¿cómo era, tío? No me acuerdo, vale. Aquí no hay rojo. Sí, es que si yo no me acuerdo, si no recuerdo mal, el rojo era aquí. Este está bien, este está bien. Este es el que me falla. Que si arriba ponemos el negro y aquí el amarillo. No, el negro era abajo. Ahora. Entonces, ¿qué me falla? A ver si es la posición de los... Ah, espérate, a ver si lo que me he equivocado es en esto. Que sea así.
The position of
Vale,
each motif
vale,
is
me voy a
correct,
equivocar en
but
esto.
they are not turned the same way as on the table. I think I heard a bang. Could it be this cupboard? This is interesting. Ernest Logan, MD, Brighton Cancer Institute, 201 Dusk Road, Brighton, Sussex. To Sir Carmichael Clark, MD, Comsite Churstone, Devon. Brighton, 1935, January the 5th. As a man of science, I owe it to you to be completely frank. Lady Clark, your wife is suffering from a generalized terminal cancer. I confess I didn't suspect anything like that during the first exams. But with the test results I have received today, there is unfortunately no place for doubt. I estimate that Lady Clark's life expectancy is no more than 1 year. Hospitalization would not help in her case, so I advise you to keep her at home and provide her with as much morphine as required to ease her last moments. Yours sincerely, Ernest Logan.
Here's Miss Gray.
Vale, no me ha dado tiempo a mirar las dagas.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Lady Clark's condition requires regular care. I believe you want to ask me a few questions.
Indeed, mademoiselle. This porcelain is remarkable. Is it old?
It's about 3 centuries old, I believe. Wait, let me find the reference.
Bien, que estoy esperando que hable y no habla. Ya la habíamos examinado, pero vamos, la volvemos a examinar.
She appears to be very flustered.
Just a minute, please, Mr. Poirot.
Respiración
She
era lo
is
que me faltaba.
unable to hide her emotion, and her makeup has been disturbed. I think that this young woman has just been kissed.
Here? Teapot with black dragon, Gangxi period, end of the 17th century. It is a rare piece with unusual colors.
You have a good knowledge of art history.
Acquired while working with Sir Carmichael. I used to help him manage his collection and choose his new acquisitions.
And sometimes, he used to give you a piece as a gift. Is that right?
Gift? What do you mean?
I am referring to your brooch.
This old brooch?
Mademoiselle, you know perfectly well. I am talking about the magnificent brooch you were wearing earlier.
Yes, you're right. Sir Carmichael did give it to me. He valued my work. How could I refuse? He would have been offended.
Why have you taken it off?
I don't understand, Mr. Poirot.
Have you seen any strangers hanging around in the past few days?
No. Nobody has been near Comside.
What were you doing yesterday evening at the time of the murder?
I was sleeping. I was woken by the telephone at 11. I heard Franklin Clark speaking with the gardener. They left with some lanterns and they found the body.
Am I right thinking that something is going on between you and Franklin?
How dare you ask me such a question?
And you? How do you dare kiss your good friend in the house of a dead man?
Mr. Poirot, you are behaving despicably.
Miss Grey, if I may be so bold, please do not take offense. My friend has rather unusual methods, but all he wants is to find the murderer.
Yes, I understand. I must rest. Please excuse me.
Earlier, you asked me to watch the living room door for you. I don't wish to be indiscreet, but sometimes a gentleman stumbles upon a secret without intending to.
That is sometimes the case.
And I saw Franklin Clark kissing Miss Grey at the foot of the stairs.
Do you think this is a common occurrence?
No, I saw emotion, intensity. I think it was their first kiss.
Well done, mon ami. Well spotted.
However, I don't think I completely understand this business. Why did Sir Carmichael not defend himself? He appeared to have been active and strong.
The murderer did not give him a chance. Let us try and reconstruct the scene. Sir Clark is taking his customary walk. Our killer is hiding behind a bush. The old man walks quietly along the gravel path. Then he turns towards the sea to gaze at it. The killer leaves his hiding place on the right-hand side. He approaches silently over the grass. Then he throws himself on his prey and cuts the poor man's throat. He then lays down the ABC before leaving. Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
Oh, just a minute. I'm getting dressed.
Mr. Kirst, have you recently returned from Churston?
Yes. Indeed I have.
Have you seen the papers? And to think that you might have rubbed shoulders with the killer. Imagine that. Mr. Kirst, are you all right? You don't seem well.
My apologies. My throat is burning and my head feels heavy. It's ever since the war, you know. Since my injury, my head has never been the same.
Poirot, it's a pleasure to be with you again after all these years. I looked for a gift to thank you, and I found this propelling pencil.
An authentic collector's item. You spoil me, mon ami.
And you more so by sharing investigations.
Do not underestimate the help you are to me, Hastings. Intellect is not everything. There is also goodwill, and you are not short of that. Later, I will ask you to help me tidy up the room and bring some chairs. Our guest will be here soon.
Ah, is Thora Grey coming?
Naturally. She is a fascinating young woman, n'est-ce pas?
Oh, come on, Poirot. I'm a married man. And Miss Grey has already been courted by Franklin Clark. Poirot, our guests will be here soon. We must prepare ourselves.
I should take advantage of the silence to examine them.
Bien, pues creo que vamos a hacer una parada ya aquí, ¿no? Porque si no recuerdo mal, creo que desde aquí ya llegamos al final del juego. Porque ahora tenemos que ir... No, queda bastante, queda bastante. Queda bastante, creo yo, ¿no? No me acuerdo bien. Sé que ahora tenemos que hablar con todos ellos, luego se van. Y luego tenemos que volver a hablar con ellos. Sí, bueno, pues... de todas formas, venga, sí, vamos a hacer una parada aquí. Vamos a hacer... a cortar el vídeo aquí. Y en el siguiente vídeo seguiremos desde este punto, en el que ya tendremos que hablar con todos estos. Y luego tendremos que modificar la pluma que nos acaban de regalar. Vale, pues nada, venga, vamos a hacer el corte aquí y en el siguiente vídeo continuamos.